Get off my lawn. More pipe cleaning conversations today. Don't you just love it when you do a whole video and you realize the camera wasn't on or the microphone wasn't on? So yeah, we just had that. So we're going to go ahead and redo this. So once a week I do my pipe cleaning and basically break down the pipes. I generally have about 6 or 7 pipes that I'm running at any one time. This is the clean out from the video that you didn't get to see because the recording didn't go. So that's all the debris from the original clean out. So we're going to do this again. I know it's a cheat, but I actually do this anyway. And I'll show you why here in a moment. That's why. So trying to get all that tar, liquid, saliva. There's a lot of saliva when you smoke a pipe out of these pipe stems. Some of them need to be cleaned a little bit sooner or more often. So like this one where it's got a large diameter bore. I think this is about 10 mil. This is about 4 mil. Doesn't need to be cleaned as often, which is kind of nice. But it still has some stuff in it. So anyway, loyalty. That's what I've been thinking about lately. How do you guys define what loyalty is? Leave a note in the comments. How do you get it? How do you receive it? What does it feel like when you know somebody's loyal to me? What does it feel like when you give loyalty to somebody else? Where does it begin? I mean, for me, it always begins with family. It's just, even the blood connection. It's just like we grew up, we have a shared bond. We have a shared ideal, we have a shared relationship, we've got shared experiences, like even as damaged as it is, because, all of us are damaged. It's just the nature of the beast of being a human being. It's like, unless you accept yourself, you're going to be damaged no matter what, because you get stuck. And that's where I really think the damage is coming from. And I'm guilty of it too. It's tough to work through. So one of the things I've kind of noticed with people that I'm very, very loyal with, very honest with, and I'm honest with general public. I've been considered a bit rude sometimes because I generally speak my mind, but they have neural dysplasia. So I can't remember words, and 2, I think it's called neurodivergence. I think what my wife calls it. She's a lot smarter than I am. Here I am, a college dropout, and she's got like a master's degree or something. But theoretically what it is like my brain just doesn't work the same way most people's work. And to be honest with you, I don't think everybody's brain works the same. I think we're all individual people that just kind of do their thing. So, old school though. What is your first thing about loyalty? Is it what they can do for you, what you can do for them, how you can protect them, how they can protect you, all of the above, all of that stuff? What does that mean? And I'm always kind of curious on this. It's like, for me, I try to figure out where the loyalty started from. And for me, it was my family. I've got 5 sisters, all of them younger than I am. So, and 1 brother, which is also younger than I am. So, being that I am the eldest of that many children, there was a certain inherent responsibility that came along with that role, whether it was inherited or it was taught. I don't know. I've had it ingrained with me for forever. It even got to the point where not one, not two, but most of my sisters would actually have me scare their boyfriends off, because by the time I hit puberty, I was already 6'3", which I'm still 6'3", and I'm short for my family. I was 6'3" and kind of intimidating, just because I don't really have a filter. And so I would introduce myself as I'm cleaning up competition rifles with these guys and have a conversation with them. So it's like that scary dad moment. It's like Big Brother would do, because my dad was at work. That would actually scare them off. So I know this is like not our normal video with me just kind of doing stuff and playing with the track, and we'll get some more track time in. I got to finish rebuilding the Monte Carlo. They're broke. But I just kind of wanted to, not be the guy from the old squirrel from Ice Age. The one that's always looking for the nut. That's just kind of going nuts. The loyalty that I felt from adults changed when I was about 7. So I had this concept in my head, maybe 5, that all adults were protectors. And this was my first disillusionment. And I remember it very, very clearly. I don't remember what age I was. I was either 5 or 7. My dad liked to go camping. Have no idea why, with a family. Old pop-up temper. I think there was 4 of us at that time, and at one time there was 5 of us, and then there was 6 of us, and it just got kind of out of control. But we went to this campground that they had this lake. So I went swimming in the lake, and the child in me forgot to bring down towels to dry off. So I got up out of the lake, and this very pretty lady, she was probably in her 30s. Looking back at it now, probably shouldn't have asked her for this, but as a child, at that age of the innocence, I felt all adults were protectors, and I was cold. And I had asked her, is there any way, or not any way, can I borrow your towel so I can dry off and quit shivering? And I was just shivering cold. And she looked at it and she said, nope, you need to go find your parents. And I felt so betrayed by adults. Lesson learned, though. It took me 50 years to figure it out. Other people are not responsible for us. We are responsible for ourselves. We're not responsible for other people. The loyalty that I have is given. It should never be assumed. I was assuming loyalty because I was a child to an adult. Get off my lawn.